Yo, what is up, y'all? What is up? Eddie here, back with another video. Day 5, I want to say, of this documentary, Keeping Up with Flipping Cars. Missed out on my video yesterday, just slacked on that, but I'm back here with a day 5 to keep y'all updated. My flight leaves tomorrow at around 8 a.m. So I'll be touching down in Costa Rica around 1 or something like that. And yeah, guys, just keeping y'all up to date here. Today I went to pick up the money that I'm going to be owing in taxes on that vehicle that I'm sending over to Costa Rica. Good amount of money, somewhere around 5 G's. So just kind of dealing with that situation, figuring out how to do it best. Obviously it's not something that I kind of just want to be carrying on me, but nonetheless I have to do it. I have to be prepared to pretty much handle those taxes when I'm over there. So that's going to be something that I'm going to be handling like that now, just kind of carrying it on me physically, cash. But in the future, I don't know, I'm thinking that I would like to, well, I definitely am going to open up a bank account in Costa Rica. I am a citizen over there. I just actually recently went through with that, but I'm just trying to figure out what way would be a little bit more efficient in the future. Obviously, you know, moving a couple $1,000s from one country to another, it's just kind of something, I don't know, I'm a little bit skeptical about my money and about how I go about doing things. I like to be as pretty much as low-key as possible. You know, I'm not looking for any trouble with the government or anything of that sort. So in the future I will figure out. I'm definitely thinking that I'm gonna take the opportunity of being in Costa Rica to open up a bank account for myself as well, so that I have somewhere where I could put money if I need to. I'm also just trying to figure out how to wire money from one country to another in a way where it benefits me and I'm not getting taxed on that money. But for now, guys, that's the way I'm gonna have to do it. So I guess pretty much the main point of this video is just keeping y'all up to date and keeping y'all pretty much not keeping y'all, letting y'all know about where I'm at in the process. Right now I'm in the step where I'm gonna have to handle taxes, but obviously I have to wait for the car to get there. The car gets there about 5-6 days after my arrival in Costa Rica. So once the car arrives, I will go to the port to pick my vehicle up. Only thing is that I'm debating between two things. So from my understanding, in Costa Rica, when you are a citizen of the US, I don't know if it's restricted to citizens of the US. There's a certain stipulation. When I was reading into it, I should know it off the top of my head. I didn't really refresh my memory and look it up, but there's a certain way where you could basically pull the car out of the port without paying taxes, and drive it around for 6 months, or maybe short of that, 3-4 months. And it's something I'm considering. I mean, main thing is I want to see the point, like the benefit of doing that. So from what I understand, in the culture of flipping cars, a small culture that there is, obviously internationally, some guys will try to send the car over, right? Because at this point I've only paid what I paid for the car, which is not that much money, right? Well, you know, like speaking from one perspective, which is the perspective of compared to what I'm gonna pay with taxes and the car. If you look at it for what I could pay fully with taxes, I've only, you know, pretty much taken a little bit out of my pocket. So what some guys try to do is they'll try to take it out of the port and sell the car and have the customer, basically the person buying the car, kind of pay the taxes in some cases, or go 50-50 with you on the taxes, kind of make a deal work like that. Obviously that sounds very nice. I would obviously like to sell the car for my profit, wipe my hands clean, and have the other person handle taxes. But I just have to kind of figure out what is actually realistically possible. The last thing I want is to have somebody driving a car around where I made a good profit, but now my name is legally stuck on that car, and it creates a bigger issue down the line in the future when I'm trying to flip more cars. I'd really rather, I don't mind not making a fortune on one car, making a more realistic profit, but knowing my hands are wiped clean and I can keep running the system over and over again. So just gonna figure out how that goes. I think this time I'm just gonna play it safe. I'm gonna pretty much pay the taxes up front. Obviously if the other opportunity presents itself, I kind of like to do stuff very simple the first few times. I feel like It's the best way to go about things, and then you kind of try to switch it up and, you know, maximize every opportunity possible. But for now, I'm thinking I'm gonna just try to stick to my bread and butter, what I know and what I know is possible, without really, you know, trying to get too crazy. I just figure that that's the best way to kind of do things when you're starting off, and the biggest way to start kind of get the ball rolling. Just kind of the philosophy I always use in business, and generally speaking in life. I kind of like to start things off with basics, get very, 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 very good at the basics, because I think in the basics is where you become legendary. If you learn how to do something very simply but very at a high level, you become very elite. So that's pretty much what I'm going to stick to in the beginning. I'm not going to try to get too crazy, you know, try to make a fortune off of one car or two cars. I'm going to try to make a solid, obviously a solid profit. It has to be positive, and it has to be positive to my standard. That I'm not going to try to go insane, you know, try to go through these crazy loopholes. Well, I know I can handle the taxes up front. I have the capital to handle the taxes. I have the capital to handle the car. I'll try to flip it. I'll try to flip it for a profit, and handle it like that. You know, the one thing you think about when you're flipping a car like this is who's going to have that amount of capital on them. But I'm not trying to limit myself to that thinking, because being in the car world already, in the world of dealerships, I've seen, well, mind you, I live in the United States, a much bigger country, a much more developed country with a lot more economy. But at the end of the day, I've seen how the person you least expect, or the day you least expect it, somebody will walk in with the cash you're looking for the thing that you're selling, and pay it in full that moment. So I'm not going to limit myself to those limiting beliefs. I'm just going to simply do business, and do everything I can to the max potential, and then let pretty much the market handle itself, because there's a market for that vehicle. It's just my place and my job to place that car where it needs to be, set a price on it, and pretty much take advantage, or take in the profits for the work I've put in. So besides that, guys, logging in here for day 5. I hope you guys are enjoying the content. Don't have any, you know, live action footage yet. I will like to put some footage like that in the future when I start flipping more cars, because I think it's pretty cool for people to see how simple it can really be. Of course, it takes effort like anything else. You have to wake up every day and, you know, put your best foot forward and take action, because at the end of the day, when you're doing something like this, it's your own business, where your efforts and your pretty much strategies and work all are going to be a result of what you take in. So at the end of the day, guys, this is day 5 documenting. I will be seeing you guys soon. I will be taking my flight tomorrow, and I'm excited to just get this ball rolling, man. I'm concentrated, and I'm just looking to really develop this as much as I can, and if there is pretty much a business to be made from here, I'm going to maximize that business, and I'm going to do it step by step, and that's a promise though. So besides that, guys, logging out here, Eddie. If you pretty much took any value from this content, please like, subscribe, comment. I'll be catching y'all soon.